Good morning, friends. We have been continuously hearing about the Hathras case, which occurred in Bulal Ghadi village of Hathras, district of Uttar Pradesh, where a Dalit girl of 19 years was subjected to allegedly gang rape and murder and the mutilation of her tongue on September 14th of this year. And definitely it has sent shock waves in the entire country. After Nirbhaya incident, the public voluntarily came forward and resented against the incidents occurring in UP state. Right? So, the attempts by the opposition leader, Shri Rahul Gandhi, proved futile on the first day, but luckily yesterday, after deliberations, he and four others were allowed to visit the village and they met the victim and promised all help like that. Right? Of course, now the barriers have also, barricades have also been lifted because the investigation by SIT is completed to a particular point. Now everybody can have access. And we have seen that journalist, famous, now she has become popular, ABP, Tanushree Pandey of ABP TV channel. She has ventured to go to the dead body, to go to the victims amidst the obstructions caused by the police, and it has, you might have seen that video also. So this was the beginning, right? So, day before yesterday, the UP government, while suspending the Superintendent of Police, Hatra district, Veer Vikram Singh, and four others, it has also given a statement, or it has reportedly ordered to conduct the narco analysis test and polygraphic test on the accused, victims, relatives, and also the police officers involved in this case. Right? Immediately, Mr. Saket Gokhale, an advocate and activist, he filed a petition before the Allahabad High Court seeking a stay on the orders of the UP government because definitely it violates the right to life and liberty of the victim's family. Their human rights, it is inherent right. So the human rights and all these things they have discussed and they have filed a petition. Right? Because this activist Saket Gokhale, he apprehends that the normally narco analysis test, it is a plan, it is a ploy to coerce the family before it can testify before the High Court, since already Allahabad High Court has taken up suo motu cognizance of the matter, and you can read it as INRE, INRE, right to decent and dignified last rites by cremation of a dead body. Right? Now let us discuss the legal point, whether the narco analysis test can be conducted on the victim's relatives or not. This is the main point. So straight away we will go to the decided case law, that is Srimati Selvi and others versus State of Karnataka 2010. This is a decided case. Very recently I have made a video including this test case law, including this case law regarding the polygraph test. I have made a video, so please refer to it. Right. Now, as far as this Selvi case is concerned, Srimati Selvi, so she married Shivakumar, and of course it's a love marriage, and during the year 2004, Shivakumar was murdered. His dead body was found. No evidence was there. The entire evidence is only circumstantial evidence. Then they suspected the involvement of Srimati Selvi, that is wife of the deceased, and two others. So they have filed a memo before the trial court in Karnataka to conduct the so-called brain mapping or narco analysis or polygraph test like that. The advanced scientific test they wanted to conduct on the suspect, and they have given a memo, they have filed a memo in the trial court. Of course it was granted. Immediately Selvi and others, they have filed an appeal petition, a revision actually, before the Honorable High Court of Karnataka, but they did not get any relief. Ultimately, the matter came to the Supreme Court, and this famous case law, Selvi and others versus State of Kerala, was decided by the Supreme Court, holding that the examination, like the narco analysis, without consent of the accused, without consent of the concerned person, is against to Article 21 and also Article 20, Clause 3 of the Constitution of India. Right, you may know in Article 20, Clause 3 means self-incrimination. An accused person should not be forced to admit the offence. Even though he admits the offence, of course, if it is before the police, according to Section 25 of the Evidence Act, it's not at all relevant. It's a different thing. But anyway, then what is the purpose of the test? What is the use of the scientific advancement? Normally, in each and every investigation, the police used to do the so-called forensic science, scientific test, all these things. Definitely, they are useful for the evidence, for collecting the evidence part. But they themselves, they are not conclusive proof. Right. In this case, it is clearly held that unless the person gives consent, the narco-analysis test cannot be done. Already, this is very clearly defined by the Supreme Court. And in para 214, the judgment says, irrespective of the need to expedite investigation in such cases, no person who is a victim of an offence can be compelled to undergo such a narco analysis test. Who is a victim? Victims also cannot be subjected to undergo that. Here, who is the victim? Manisha was that woman, that girl, 90 years girl was the victim. Is it not? Then please remember Section 2WA of the CRPC in the definition part. It defines victims includes his guardian or legal heir. Who suffers injury is a victim and includes his guardian also. So therefore, definitely I am sure that the victim's relatives without consent, they cannot be conducted the so-called narco analysis test. Supreme Court already stated, Arey Baba, there are 3 sections, Section 53, 53A, 54A of the CRPC for conducting medical examination of the accused. Is it not? Why so much of necessary for going this, so much of tests? So now remember what is 53. 53 is examination of the accused by the medical officer at the request of the police officer. Suppose whenever a person is arrested, if he is found with some injuries, normally the police produce him before the medical officer, and of course for conducting to verify whether there are injuries or not. Now it has become a compulsory thing. 53A, this is an amendment. So that is examination of accused in a rape case by the medical officer at the request of police. Then 54A, there are occasions where the victim himself, the accused himself requests for medical examination. At the request of the victim, 54A says at the request of the victim, at the request of the accused, the medical examination can be conducted. Right? How? Why this is necessary? 54A. Please remember, 53 normally whether to verify injuries are there, definitely you can send it as a formality. 53A, 53A is by rape accused. Now it is also compulsory. 54A, why it is necessary is because, suppose I will give an example, it is easy for you to understand. So, if a woman dies of burns, right, the husband goes and tries to rescue her. In the incident, he also receives some burns. So what does it mean? He tried to rescue her. Tomorrow, if a case is filed against him that he is responsible or he killed his wife, these injuries will be vital. Deal with the defense injuries. It will be very good for the defense to save him from this claim. Therefore, the person may ask for examination. In such case also, the accused can be sent for medical examination. Anyway, as far as this is concerned, so without the consent of the victim or anybody, you cannot go for the test, right? However, the court said that such techniques are permissible if the person volunteers. There are some negations where the person is subjected to be a suspect and being interrogated. Then he comes out, Your Honor, you can get me tested for whatever it is, not analysis, whatever, I am ready. Yes, in that circumstances, right? If the consent is positive, definitely it can be allowed. But The NHRC, so on the directions of the Supreme Court, already told, NHRC gave certain guidelines. That means the consent should be voluntary. The consent should be recorded before a magistrate. The person should have access to a lawyer. Even while conducting the examination also, the lawyer should be present. And magistrate also should keep him in detention to avoid the pressures from the other extraneous agencies. Right? So the examination should be conducted by an independent agency like a hospital, right? Finally, I want to tell you, previously in 2018, the High Court of Gujarat ordered narco-analysis test on the parents of the victim, on the accused, of course, on the accused, as well as the parents of the victim also, on suspicion. So actually, it happened because of the bail application petition by the accused. Anyway, he said he is ready for narco-analysis test. Something it happened. So, but when the matter went to the Supreme Court set aside the order. Right? So, this is regarding the narco-analysis test. Please remember, Selvi and others, Mrs. Lady. Selvi and others versus State of Karnataka 2010, which is a famous case law in this particular aspect. So please remember, without consent of the person, no so-called no narco-analysis test, polygraph test, brain reading, brain mapping test can be conducted. Thank you.